everyone, I'm Jennifer Bruce with Hello Woodlands, and we are standing right in the middle of Market Street, the future destination of the HEB Wine Walk that is on Thursday, October 17th. And I am here with some amazing, incredible people here today, and I'm with Constance, who is with Wine and Food Week, who is going to be hosting this grand event. But Constance, introduce yourself and tell more about the big event.
So excited, like 20 years this year to be celebrating Wine and Food Week, and this is the last of the series this year. It's the HEB Wine Walk at Market Street. Again, 20 years, and it's amazing. It's a community celebration. We have various features like Pop the Cork Bubble Zone. We have live music by Mango Punch. We have various displays, 250 beverages, nobody goes thirsty. Over 40 restaurant tasting stations, nobody goes hungry.
That's important.
It's like 2 city blocks of activities that's all inclusive, 1 ticket.
Yeah.
We're able to support some charities here too. We've worked with New Danville for 20 straight years.
Wow.
The Woodlands Arts Council, and then also raising funds for the Montgomery County Food Bank. So sipping and walking with a purpose.
So much fun. It's hopefully going to be a beautiful day. I know it's going to be great for sipping and eating, meeting some great locals. It is an incredible event. It's one of our favorite ones, especially in October. And we're going to have a very special product.
Yes, indeed.
That we're going to be able to sipping on, which I personally am very excited about today. And so tell us about yourself and also about Big Hat.
Yes, well, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you all very much for having us out. We're
Yes.
truly honored to be a part of the Wine Walk here at the Woodlands. We love everything you guys stand for, and as you said, sipping and eating with a purpose. That's great. We're all about purpose and everything that we do at Big Hat. But we're happy to be featuring and sharing our non-alcoholic mocktails with everybody at the Wine Walk.
And that's why I'm selfishly excited. There are mocktails that I can have, and this is a mojito mocktail. And I know you have the margarita.
Yes, I'm drinking the margarita. You've got the mojito.
Yes, cheers.
Your mojito is made with fresh mint, a little bit of fresh white grape, and fresh lime.
Awesome.
And the margarita is made with fresh pressed ginger, a little bit of lime, lemon, grapefruit, and a dash of orange. So
Nice.
they're all natural, made with super premium ingredients, and something really high quality and that tastes great for the non-drinkers.
Yep.
in the crowd for the Wine Walk.
So tell me a little bit more about Big Hat and kind of why you created it, but then also the experience of the Big Hat mocktail.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, we created Big Hat, the mocktails, especially for the non-drinkers. And because we're so rooted in music, there are so many musicians that are recovered alcoholics, or they just, because they're always up so late playing night after night after night, they just choose not to drink because they have to, do it night after night after night.
Yeah.
And so we created it for them. And then my wife, she's sober and a non-drinker, and she was always telling me, as a non-drinker, your choices before Big Hat were so limited. I mean, you had flavored water, or you had just sugary sodas, and you go out, bartenders don't typically, mocktails can be difficult to make.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to do something that was super premium, made with just all natural ingredients, fresh fruits and spices, that because taste matters.
It does.
And we wanted to get something for the non-drinker, provide the full experience. So something that had structure, that had a little bit of a bite to it, the full cocktail experience. And when you have a cocktail, like in a mocktail, what do you typically like to do to your rim?
Like to dress it with some salt or something. Yeah.
Yes, you want to dress it with the rim, exactly. So we came up with this idea, and I got to give my wife credit. She said, well, why not include these little rim dressers
That's awesome.
in the 4-pack? So when you open up the box,
So fancy.
these are called compadres. Every Big Hat has a friend or a compadre.
That's so
and you
fun.
can dress the rim of your Big Hat.
I
so
love that.
So do you like lime or chili lime?
Ooh, I'll go with the straight original, the lime.
The lime,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so this is and people just love the novelty of this. It's so fun. It just adds to the experience. So you take your compadre, and if you like me, I'll do the honors for you.
Yes, please do.
And you just
show me how it's done.
Yeah, you're just going to dress the rim of
That's
your Big
so
Hat.
fun.
So then there you go. Now you
That
have a
is
fully
fancy.
dressed Big Hat.
I love
Personally,
that.
I love the
So
chili
fun.
lime. I'm a chili lime fan.
My
so,
husband Rod, who's behind the camera, will
yeah.
totally agree
So I like
with
to
you.
take this and I will You just kind of, it's very addicting. You get it in here and you just sprinkle it on the rim. Now I've got a fully dressed Big Hat. There you go.
It.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It just adds, because just because you're not drinking doesn't mean you
Right.
shouldn't have the full cocktail experience, right?
Which is so great because I am over 8 years sober now, and
congratulations.
Thank you. It's such of a big deal, and just to do the job that I have to do, but then also all the baggage and just being able to be sober, but still being able to celebrate with my friends or just have a great drink and have that full experience.
Yes.
I feel like, especially if you're sober curious or you're trying to make the switch, it's just this experience and making it that much more special and enjoyable. And it's just exactly what we were looking for that we didn't have 8 years ago, but thankfully we do now.
Well, and I want to thank you too, because you and my wife and musicians who don't drink, you guys are actually starting a movement. You really are, because you're proving that you don't need alcohol to have rich social experiences. You really don't. And I think people are starting to understand that, and you can tell there's a movement happening. And when we're doing tastings in the H-E-B stores, and we've talked to thousands of H-E-B customers that come up to our Big Hat bar inside the wine and beer department.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm trying to drink less. I want something that helps me drink less. And so it makes us feel good that we're doing a service for people. We've got a great product that really does help people drink less, because it scratches that itch of having the cocktail.
Yeah.
And if you, in the weekends, if you want to add a little bit of tequila or your favorite spirit,
some people
at
will.
the end, some people will, right? You can.
It's a great mixer,
Yeah, it's a great mixer too.
Mixer.
But for me and others, I just love it as a non-alcoholic mocktail. Come to the wine walk, even though for the folks that want to enjoy the wine, but for people that want to enjoy the festivities but don't want to drink, then we've got your mocktails for those folks.
That's perfect. And so now you guys the Big Hat is in H-E-B's across the region. And so tell us about your partnership with H-E-B.
Oh, it's great. Yes, H-E-B has been the most incredible partner, H-E-B in Central Market. Growing up in Texas, I was always just a stone's throw from an H-E-B store, and you always hear about how H-E-B supports local Texas brands. And I can tell you now firsthand, that's not just a bunch of marketing speak. They, from day one, have embraced us, because we're born and bred in Texas. We're handcrafted in Austin, and they took us under their wing, and they truly treat us like family. And H-E-B understands the importance of the growing non-alcoholic mocktail space, because people are drinking less. About 40% of consumers are kind of in that category of being sober curious and looking for a healthier lifestyles and drinking less. And so H-E-B wants to have more products to offer their customers who are kind of in that sober curious, either just not drinking or trying to drink less, have a healthier lifestyle. So they've invested a great deal in their NA space, Big Hat being one of them, and we couldn't be more honored and grateful to H-E-B for supporting us, a great Texas brand.
Awesome. And I love that H-E-B supports and sponsors this entire wine walk event, and has been for 20 years.
Yes,
I know it started in the H-E-B office, and I love your story. And it's just such a beautiful product. I love the branding. I obviously love the taste. And I know you have a great partnership with Texas songwriters and artists, and one of them is Jack Ingram, a Woodlands local, and he will be playing the next day at the free 50th anniversary of the Woodlands concert.
Yes,
and so
that's so cool.
love, it's just such of a good synergy. And so tell us about that partnership with Jack Ingram and so many other songwriters.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. And you mentioned Jack. I've got Jack right here on the margarita mocktail.
There he is.
Yeah, when we started Big Hat, we knew we had a great product. We began with just a great tasting, all natural, made with fresh fruits and spices, something very healthy and great tasting. But we wanted to do more. We wanted to have a brand with a lot of soul. And, part of the music is such a part of the fabric of the culture of Texas that we decided to base Big Hat in music, in Texas music in particular. And so we took inspiration from Jerry Jeff Walker and Willie Nelson, had this incredible song called Man with the Big Hat that they sang together. The song is all about this legendary cowboy, and it inspired us to dedicate Big Hat to honoring legends. And so we established a partnership with the Texas Heritage Songwriters Association. Their mission is to honor the legends of Texas music, and they manage the Texas Music Hall of Fame. And so everybody that's inducted into the Texas Music Songwriting Hall of Fame ends up on a big hat. And Jack,
So
he was
cool.
just inducted into the Texas Music Hall of Fame this past February,
That's
and
awesome.
so he went on our big hat. We're just
Very cool.
huge fans of his music and his life, that it was a true honor for us to get to pay tribute to him on one of our big hats.
Awesome. I love that story. Well, we're so thrilled to have you both here today, but more importantly, have you next Thursday. So we hope you join us next Thursday. It's going to be an amazing event. Like I just said, you're going to have some sipping of some Big Hat. You're going to have
Cheers.
some great taste, great wines, great atmosphere, and some great friends for 20 years. So cheers, Constance.
Cheers.
And Big Hat to 20 years.
Cheers, y'all. Thanks for having us out.
Thank you.
Hope to
Hello,
see you
Woodlands.
there.